Well, hi folks, this is Darren with My RV Works, and I'm getting a lot of questions from folks, and I really enjoy taking the time to answer questions, things that I know I can help you guys with, and things to look for on your end. I think all of us are skilled can do these things. Sometimes you just need a little bit of direction. If I'm out there fishing, I might like, oh, well, because of the temperature and the pressure and the way the current's flowing, you might want to use this versus that and go fish over here instead of over there. I know how to do it. I just sometimes need somebody that knows that environment, how to do it, okay? And so furnaces is an area that I'm really good at because I've worked on thousands of them. So here's a question coming from Greg. Now, Greg has a Dometic furnace. It's a DMF30111, so that's a 30,000 BTU furnace. Now, it's similar to this. This is an Atwood furnace, so his is very similar to this. It's not exact. Dometic has changed some of the things, but there's parts of it that are the same. And one of the things that I want to cover that I think I can help Greg with the most is pretty much the same. So I'm going to take a minute and read his questions, and from the information that he's providing, we can tell a lot of information from it. So it's a pretty long thing. I don't think I'll read the whole thing because there's a couple pieces we're going to pull out of this information as we try to put the pieces together and try to figure out what the problem is. I think I know what it is, but let's go through this together. So here's what he's saying. He's got a furnace. He'll start in fire, but then it'll flame out and then it'll restart. So here's this furnace. It's starting, it ignites perfectly, but he goes on to say that it sputters and it doesn't have a good flame. And then it'll just extinguish. And then it'll wait 15 to 20 seconds and it'll start up again and it'll sputter and flame, okay? This may occur several times, but he never gets a fault code because on these control boards, there's little lights that'll blink, 1, 2, or 3 blinks. And then you look at your 1, 2, 3 blink, somewhere on here you'll see a sticker that tells you what the 1, 2, 3 blinks means. So look for those stickers, look for those blinks, but he's not getting any kind of fault codes, no kinds of blinks when the thing comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. When the flame does ignite, it's more of a sputter, but it'll continue, but it's kind of a sputter. He's replaced the circuit board. Okay, so Greg's replaced the circuit board. He has removed the burner assembly, and when he removed the burner assembly, the electrodes were, so just to save us all some time, I've already got this loose, and so he's pulled this out, and he's checked the gap on his burner head, okay, and he says that they were off, but he's corrected them. You're looking about an 1/8 of an inch right in here between the two electrodes and between the electrodes and the burner meshy grill thing, okay? When he did all that, the thing worked great for a day, but then in the morning it stopped working, okay? It went back to the sputtering thing. And the key thing here is he says he's checking the voltage going to his solenoids. That would be these things right here. They're down inside those little, I can't see them, they're in the back. So these little black things right there with the red wires going to them. Okay, those are the solenoids. It's a magnetic switch, if you will, and inside it's pulling a plunger spring back to allow the gas to flow. There's 2 of them, so the system's redundant. You need both of them to pull in for the gas to flow. If one of them fails, it's a total failure. So he's getting good voltage on those, but when the gas valve turns off, the voltage goes to 0, and about 15 to 20 seconds later, they energize again, and then he smells the gas and it sputters, okay? So he's like, what the heck's going on? Now, it's relatively new. It's a 2001 RV, and so he was a mechanic for 40 years. So, Greg, I know you know what to do here. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. Go back to this, okay? And then when you look at your burner head, you're going to see these 2 screws. Where are we at? Here, you'll figure them out. There's 2 screws right there. We're going to take those off, okay? And there's one. Okay, when you take off this burner, when you take this off, and you look inside, you're going to see this little silver thing right there. Okay, that's your gas jet. And then what I want you to do, we'll never use this again. So, but anyway, so basically I am unscrewing this little orifice. And so, Greg, what I think your problem is, insect nest behind this thing, okay? Or some kind of a restriction and all this kind of stuff. Boy, that thing's really giving me grief. Like I said, I'll never use this again. Okay, so here we finally got the thing off. All right. So what I want you to do is now I've taken this thing off and look at the hole in here, and this right here is the orifice. Hold on now. There's your orifice, and we always find nests in there. See how small that hole is? Okay. we'll find rust flakes in there. And then inside of this orifice where I just took it off, you'll find a spider web. And it looks like, actually, you know what? This is perfect. All right, hold on. This is good, because there's a spider web in there. No, not a spider web. Okay, I thought it was. Look for that, is my point. Another thing, if this is a flare fitting, okay, do you ever use any Teflon tape on a flare fitting? Never, except for never do you ever put any kind of Teflon on a flare fitting. The flare fitting is itself its own tight, gas-tight fitting. If you find people have been putting Teflon tape on your flare fittings, a lot of times that Teflon tape will flake off, get inside of here, and it could foul out your gas valve. Okay, a little piece of Teflon tape could be what's blocking this. So when you're telling me that the thing's sputtering and coming and going, I'm gonna go with door number one, and I'm going to say that that little orifice that we just talked about, that little brass thingy there, is fouled out and clogged. We did a customer over the summer. I want to say they came from South Carolina. They came a long distance, and they had gone through multiple dealerships, multiple service technicians that could not figure this furnace out. And when they told me what the symptoms were, I kind of knew pretty much what it was, but we went in there, we proved it. I'll tell you what, we did take some pictures. Boy, if I can find those pictures, I'll add them to this. Don't hold me to it. I don't know. I know we took pictures. I just got to go look for those pictures. But Greg, I think that's what you're going to find. You're going to find some kind of a restriction in that LP line, okay? But everything else you're doing is right on, spot on. It's everything I would have done. I don't know that I would replace the control board right away because it seems that everything's working great. It's just this sputter, which has nothing to do with the control board. Another thing you could check, Greg, is do an LP pressure test. If you're a mechanic, I'm sure you know how to do all that. You do need a manometer. Okay, every time I say manometer, I think of that phenomena. Anyway, I'm aging myself, but hey, we're all around the same age. I look at the demographic, and the bell curve is like right here. Yeah, grew up in the 70s and 80s, outstanding. So manometer. You're going to do an LP pressure test. You're looking for 6 ounces of pressure, which is 11 inches of water column. So I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, and subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, this is Darren signing off. Bye.